How do you even start saying you're going to be a musician? Like really, how? What gives you, who gives you the audacity? Where do you buy it?
Yeah. Do you ever still envision yourself as a full-time instructor, or do you think music has fully taken that space for you?
I still envision myself as a visual artist. Music is my 51%, right? And visual arts is my 49. And that's why I pushed so much the music side of it. Bebe Cool, when he crossed East Africa, it either had to be Kiswahili or English. Not the Luganda, right? So the thing here is that we need to understand is if you make something with a language that more people relate to, it stands a higher chance. It's not that we are being brainwashed, but we're looking now at the business side of
the bigger picture. So yeah, we'll be back to conversation that heal and uplift generations. My name is Awal Ahmed, aka Easy Money Sniper, and today we are joined by a very talented individual, an artist, songwriter. You definitely caught him at some big events, but today he's here at Wawulidde Talk Show. Please give a warm welcome to Sentongo Jiran, aka Jiran SEYN.
Well, I mean, that's funny you introduce me as Sentongo Jiran. Yeah. I usually, at some point, I'm going to stop people from calling me Sentongo.
How are you, brother?
Please, a warm welcome to Jiran SEYN. Mr. SEYN, yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, how are you doing, brother?
I'm easy, man. Feels good being here, though. Wow. I love the energy. And it's good that you guys are doing things like this. I know you were telling me before we started, but I need them to know that this is a really amazing initiative that you get to put creatives on or whoever and have these conversations. You never know who is going to benefit. Yeah. So yeah,
definitely. Well, I just feel like everyone needed an opportunity, and I didn't want people to wait so long. Man, you might wait for those top stations or radio stations to call you up, and might not even come. So I decided, let me do it my way, and as we keep going on, we shall evolve. But I started this from home. Yeah, sitting.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, using your phone. Now look at us now. It's growth.
I wonder what kind of phone you are using.
But it was a good phone because I think from the start we have always been those people that love quality. I want people to receive the work and benefit it from it without even struggling with the visuals or the sound. So as time went on, we had to even evolve. We are now using a studio that is studios.
I mean,
you can even see that it's a better space.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. And by the way, I would love to thank you for accepting to come here, man. Yeah.
Brav, I should be the one thanking you for reaching out.
Really?
I mean, accepting to come, like for me, as long as it has anything to do with creatives, if it has anything to do with sharing or like expanding and widening the circle, I'm there. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, nice. So this is Wawulidde Talk Show, and this is season 3. This is definitely episode number 6, because I've had Express-Avi, that is episode 5, and some other episodes. So I always have a few segments on how we go about the show. The first one is icebreakers. Then we have the main conversation. Then we have the advice from you.
Yep.
Then we have the listen
advice from me about
because honestly, after having the journey you've had, you didn't have some advice to pass on.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Then we have a letter to the young Jiran SEYN.
Yeah.
Then listen but not judge. And then you call it an episode. Yeah.
I mean,
by the way, once again, thank you for being smart and punctual.
I should be saying the same for you.
Why?
I take the flowers back to you.
Thank you.
I've only had time receiving flowers, but thank you.
You're welcome. So, icebreakers. I usually have 3 icebreakers, before we even get to the main conversation. Yeah. But they're not tough. So,
just hit me with anything.
Okay. Yeah. So, first question is, as a person that values fashion and design, what's your biggest icon? Because, I would even say, because I know it's not recorded, people didn't see how you prepared for this episode, but I could definitely say that you really value style and fashion. But I came up with that question just after seeing you prepare.
Just after seeing you prepare.
Yeah.
I'm really, really glad that you get to ask me this. I would honestly say that my fashion icon is some guy called Alan Nsobuga. He's a Ugandan artist.
Hey.
And he styles me. He's my stylist, but he's also a fashion designer, and I'm wearing his brand right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
But he's also my fashion icon for sure.
Yeah, well,
He's really, really very, very fashionable. Has a lot of experience when it comes to anything fabric, anything attire, anything. If it has to do with drip, he's crazy like that.
wow.
Yeah, so he comes top of my list. Shout out to you, my brother. KTU Wear, aka CEO Pitch Black. This is Pitch Black.
That's Pitch Black. Wow.
Yeah, this is Pitch Black.
You know, I love having young people, and I love seeing young people win. You know.
Yeah, man.
Having, yeah. But that's why it's Wawulidde.
Yeah.
I would love to support a brother like him. Maybe I'll have an episode and I'll also try it.
And I mean, if I'm to add someone else on there, you'd say there's Pharrell in there.
Yeah.
Pharrell is really, really crazy with his style and stuff. So I really like how he goes about his thing. Of course, Breezy as well.
Yeah.
So I think those are the top 3 for me.
Okay. Yeah. And they are definitely all good at dressing.
They're really good. Very good.
So number 2.
Yeah.
If you could have a billboard with anything on it for the world to see, what would it say and why?
A billboard with anything
for the world to see.
What would it say? As that one caught me a bit off guard. I think that billboard would have to be me on it. And it would have to say Jiran Genius.
And why?
Yeah.
What have you made?
I mean, why? I'm a genius. But I feel like I owe it to myself, not to anyone else, but to myself, to show the world that Jiran is a genius. Yeah. To not to prove, but to show.
For sure.
It's sort of like get them in on what I have in my mind, or how I think of myself. Yeah, man. So I think that's what it would have on it.
Yeah, okay. So for the third question on my icebreakers, I'm going to make it a must because I feel like Ugandan music needs a push.
Yeah, man.
And this is going to be like my frequent question for every guest that I have.
I love that.
I'll definitely be asking, what Ugandan song have you been playing so often lately?
That's crazy. Can I mention like 2?
It's okay because, I would love to push the music.
I've been listening to
Put us
Buddy.
Buddy by who?
Buddy by Shannon.
Darling.
Jagalanko
Let's go.
That it kills me every time. Shout out to you, Shannon. A jam is solid. So solid. And I would say I've also been listening to Virota. Kunsi.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. If I'm to throw in a third one, that would have to be Mwanagwe by Kyle Simbwa.
Hey, by the way, that's a good
proper solid jam. Shout out to Kyle Simbwa he does really, really amazing stuff.
That's why I had to have that question.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, our guys are doing like a great work, a good job. And I feel like we should give them a spotlight, Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I'll be doing it for every guest that comes here. Feel free to share that Ugandan song that you've been listening to. And you can also appreciate those people doing it.
And like I said, the people that I mentioned earlier, apart from Virota, you guys need to check out Shannon. He's really solid on what he's doing. And Kyle Simba, oh my God.
I think I've seen Kyle Simba somewhere on Kiss FM.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah, those were my icebreakers, Just before you even get to the main conversation. Yeah, and I know you're already.
I mean, I'm proper ready. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Jiran SEYN, a man shaping Ugandan music scene by the way. It's like Ndulu.
Yeah.
Ndulu has been on my playlist. I don't know.
I mean,
on repeat.
Yeah. Wow. I keep getting messages from people, DMs from people in the comments, and people are like, man, it keeps on growing on people. Honestly, it surprises me that it's growing on people. I didn't expect it. So it's just gratitude from here on in. I'm just like, wow. I'm just grateful. Thank you to everyone who is listening in and just showing more love. And by the way, people get to discover more of my music now because of Ndulu. Even if it's not my favorite, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the main conversation.
Yeah.
Jiran SEYN is an artist, songwriter.
Yeah, man.
Since like launching his professional career in 2016, he has been making waves and he's definitely, making people book him.
Yeah.
And everyone should book him because Jiran SEYN is really doing well. So,
Yeah.
Jiran, who was Jiran SEYN before the music and the visual arts?
Jiran SEYN was still an artist.
Really?
Yeah.
Visual artist.
He was still an artist. I don't just introduce myself as just a visual artist or performing artist or recording artist. Because I feel like from the get-go, I know this is like overly used. It's a bit cliche. Like everyone comes on and they say, I've been singing since I was a kid. I've been, I started in church. I didn't start in church. I didn't have that chance. I come from a Muslim background. My dad's a Muslim and a proper one, yeah? So you would never get to hold the mic or like just... How do you even start saying you're going to be a musician? Like really, how? Who gives you the audacity? Where do you buy it? Right? But yeah, grew up in a family. I didn't grow up with my parents for most of the time. Like from around, let's say, primary 3. It's about like 6 or something. Or 6, right? Until for like 13 years or 14. Yeah. Still not with my dad. So I grew up in a family where people are listening to so much
Music?
Kadongo Kamu, right? And are listening to what Ugandans call band music, the Maureen Nantumes or the likes of Ronald Mainja and whoever, right? And there's a lot of this music going on in this household, right? But it just reached a point and it wasn't speaking to me. But of course, I was picking so much from it because how I'm able to write a song like Ndulu and people will be like, but is this still the same guy who wrote Follow or Nalumansi? And it feels like on Follow, it's a very foreign artist.
Yeah.
But then how I'm able to write songs like Ndulu with proper nice Luganda is because I had that background. So it subconsciously gets into your mind. So you learn the Luganda properly because you're listening to this stuff whether you like it or not, right? I'm not saying I hate that music, but it didn't speak
To you.
to my soul, right? But I learned something from it. So I'm rooted there. And me getting introduced to, something that's sort of like a bit different from it is when the time I discovered Asha and Chris Brown when I was at Namilyango. So I went to Namilyango College for my O-level. Yeah. And Chibuli? Yes, Chibuli for my A-level. I remember I was Mr. Namilyango.
Mr. Ango.
Yeah, I was Mr. Ango. In my O-level. When I was leaving Form 1, I think that was a record because nobody would ever leave with the title.
Wow. By the way.
So Mr. Ango is, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Ango is a dancer.
But did you ever think about dancing professionally? You have earned that Ali fame and that nickname, Mr. Ango. Did you ever think about dancing professionally?
Yeah, man. I thought about it. I really did. And so I have a brother. Shout out to you, Mahad Dumbo. We used to dance together, especially when we were home. Yeah. So then we're like, why not come up with a dance group, So we started up something called Chaos Brothers. It was really, really fun. You're like, why Chaos? Like now when I think about it, but it also makes sense. I still like it when I say it. Unfortunately, at some point, maybe like school, he was just getting into campus at that time. And then me, I'm getting done with campus. So maybe our timetables are clashing. He comes back, I've gone to do a gig or something like that. So then that's how it kept on crashing down. But yeah, I really thought about it because I was very good as a dancer. Until now, the people who've seen me as a dancer will always be asking me, but are you going to dance for us again in one of your videos? Just keep it locked. Yeah.
Wow, because that question came up because I've been seeing you every time like you're doing those snippets for Ndulu. You give us a bit of theirs,
Yeah.
And I'm like, just does, okay. But then I'm like, okay, seeing.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, it must have been hard, like, to decide, you know?
Yeah, man. And that's why I said, like, from the get-go, I was an artist. And what I was meaning by that is I had so much on my plate. And that's why I relate so much to it when you say it must have been hard to decide. Because personally, I used to play soccer really well.
Wow. Then
Right. I was a good number 10. I was a good number 10, but the thing I didn't have with soccer is I didn't have strength. I wasn't strong. I wasn't strong. I wasn't tough, but I was really good on the ball. I had the brains. I had the ball
flair.
on my feet, the flair, everything. I had it. I remember playing some funny games around when I was like 13 in Tanzania and Kenya. I was like Uganda versus Kenya vibes in one. But it wasn't very, very serious. Yeah, and I had a team in Nansana called Young Stars. Yeah, so they used to have kids. They'll take to Japanese will come and take kids, like maybe Academy of Newcastle or what, and then stuff like that. But at some point I had to give up on the playing soccer because I was weak. I wasn't strong. I didn't have the physique, and also the determination. And also now when I left the place where I was training from and changed to where I stay now, which I stay in Masaja along Busavula Road, there was no soccer. So it died like that. But it was really tough deciding between being a footballer, being a dancer, being a songwriter, playing guitar. Now I'm a music producer as well. I'm a voice coach as well. I do studio voice directing. So I do a lot of things. So it gets really tough, and that's why
from the word go, it was hard.
Yeah. I remember writing my first song when I was about 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
But honestly, how do you guys do it? How do you even do it? Because Ecclesia, we say the same.
Yeah.
Writing your first song at 13, him writing his first song at 15.
Yeah.
It's like this, it's a calling, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing, and that's when people ask me, like, why are you doing music? Straight up, the answer is, I was designed for this. Otherwise, I'd have given up a long time ago. Because if you're coming into the music business thinking that you're here to get rich, you might get frustrated. First year, second year, third year, fourth, you just get frustrated. You give up. But that's not the case with me, because it's a calling. I feel at home when we get in spaces like this. I feel like I'm on the journey to what I'm designed to do. Right?
Definitely.
I don't feel like we are somewhere in the kitchen and I'm trying to cook things I don't know. Yeah,
definitely. So Jiran, you spent years at Makerere University studying visual arts before pivoting to music in 2016. Do you still ever envision yourself as a full-time instructor, or do you think music has fully taken that space?
I wouldn't say 2016, 2017.
2017.
Yeah. I pivot. Do I? Come again? Sorry? Do I?
Yeah, it's like, okay, pivoting to music in 2016.
Yeah.
You said it's 2017. Yeah. Because you spent years at Makerere University as studying to be a visual artist. Yeah. So my question was like, do you ever still envision yourself as a full-time instructor, or do you think music has fully taken that space for you?
I still envision myself as a visual artist. Music is my 51%, all right? And visual arts is my 49. And that's why I pushed so much the music side of it rather than the visual arts. One of the reasons as why I was also very inspired to start doing music is, I remember I was working at MK Publishers. Sorry to mention the company, but I was working there, and I mean, I was making some money, right? Enough for a Muvubuka to, enjoy here and there, right? To survive. But I felt empty, right? And the reason I felt empty is we could get into these offices and where you're seated on a table for like 12 hours drawing, and an author comes in, they come and sit for about 5 to 6 hours and they walk away, right? And they leave you there, right? And then even when you leave, you have to spend the night on energy drinks, right?
Wow.
And then you end up sleeping for about 2-3 hours. And then I noticed I was missing the music side of things. I didn't feel alive. And the reason for me was I couldn't get to listen or vibe to the music the way I want when I'm at work. Because how I vibe to music is I don't just listen. I'm listening as I sing along. So if I'm not opening my mouth, I feel like I'm jailed.
You're not enjoying.
Right? So I always had a friend of mine who would always tell me, man, I'm going to law school, I'm going to LDC, but if I wasn't you, he was my roommate at campus. If I were you, and I had your talent, I would quit law
And
straight up and do music if I had your talent. And I'm like, okay, I feel like I've already gotten enough signs for me to start doing music. So I quit my job, bought my first guitar, which was about 280 UGX K, right? And yeah, I started it from there. I remember it was one of these funny Yamaha guitars, but it helped me a lot. I did enough practice on it, but I would say that back to your question again, is why I started it is there's a gap as a visual artist. Because personally, I'm a drawing specialist and an illustrator, right? So there's a gap there. How you sell your art, like Ugandans haven't bought into valuing art that much,
Proper.
right?
Yeah.
So you would do your art, let's say you've done 5 illustrations and they're giving you 10K per illustration. Just imagine how much time you've spent doing 5 illustrations. And then imagine yourself being in a position where you're working on a book that has about 300 illustrations and they're giving you 3 million. And the person who's selling the book or the owner of the company is going to sell that book at about, let's say, 20K, right? So maybe say they've sold a particular number of copies at a particular time. They'll get about like 200 mil. And of the 200 mil, the person who sold the book, who really sold the book because of your illustrations, you got 3 mil from the 200 mil.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
You get my point?
I get your point.
And even how that money comes in, there's a loophole in there. So I'm like, no. Something has to change. There has to be a structure. So how do I get there? Let me build a name. Let me build a brand, Jiran SEYN. Because music is my 51, remember? And visual arts is my 41. But I also have to sell it at some point. Yeah? So I feel like if I have built a name for myself, a brand, and then I bring in my visual arts, there's already a name to the art.
Yeah.
So it becomes easier to get the value of my art, right? And then I feel like that can also start opening doors for other creatives like myself.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the answer, man.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was a brave move,
Yeah.
like quitting your job, then buying your first guitar.
Yeah.
Then you are like, yeah, now I'm ready to make music.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with your name, Jiran SEYN,
That was really easy. At first I used to call myself Jirans because my name is Jiran Sentongo, right? But I'm like, okay, Jirans. It's not, just go to a point and it's not giving for me. And I'm like, okay, the kind of music I'm trying to make is I want to be able to speak to both audiences, all right? I'm not the kind of person who believes in the thought of if I'm going to do something that is contemporary, I can still call myself Chimera Solomon, right? And people will buy into what I'm saying, right? Yeah. That's not my school of thought. Though whoever has it, I respect it, right? Yeah. Because it also works. Yeah. But for my personal brand, I felt I didn't need that. Maybe because of also the Malala in me. I feel like it wouldn't work for me, right? So I'm like, how do I stylize Saint Tongo, right? So it's Seyn is SEYN, right?
Yeah.
So I thought of, I will not give away the cheese. Where should I give away the cheese?
That's why it's the main
So
conversation.
Seyn, I was at that time I was listening, just a day before I came up with that name, I was listening to Zayn Malik. All right? And I'm like, I'm Jiran SEYN. And this guy is Zayn Malik. I'm like, okay, I'm now Seyn. But Seyn comes from Saint-Tongo. So I just put a Y there to stylize it, right? Saint-Tongo.
Saint-Tongo.
Yeah.
Saying.
Jiran Saint-Tongo.
You see?
Yeah.
That's why we don't even want to have you guys in.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't think of such.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was a nickname at school, you know. There was a time of Facebook, you know. Everyone was coming up with a name.
I had so many nicknames, but I was one of the nickname givers in school.
Me, myself, you know, even doing, you know, football. You know, you love football. I used to call myself Sanchez. You call yourself like many names, you know.
Yeah, but you look like a Sanchez as well.
Do I? Okay. But it takes me back. You know, I used to support us, you know.
Yeah.
Early days, my dad every Sunday used to like hold my hand.
Yeah.
He used to go out of home, watch football. So I was like an Arsenal fan for some good time. Even in school, I used to, you know, Sanchez. I used to come back with that jersey of Arsenal, Sanchez.
Yeah.
And wow, I love that guy.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like by the way, I needed to like choose stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Then I decided to support City.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to like to all my life, you know.
Yeah,
this time I even feel like I wanted to change my name, but like I was like, it's not too much.
Yeah, it's
But wow,
crazy. Yeah.
it has really helped me, you know. You sharing how you got the name Jiran SEYN, how it came about.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah.
So Jiran, wow, Jiran SEYN. I'm happy to have you, by the way.
Thank you as well.
Sorry, I've said that in the middle of our conversation, but wow, you know, how I got to know you, I know I spoke about it even before we started the conversation.
Yeah, man.
I was listening to Energy, you know, I always listen to Energy.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, the urban sound is really being shaped.
Yeah.
You know, you guys like you and some other few guys, you know, you're really doing your thing. Having started in 2017, till date, what do you think has been your like, how have you gone about it, like being so relevant? Because I'm not being like urban artists have not been in the spotlight or limelight, but it's like now your time,
all of a sudden, it's starting to come to fruition. I would say, and I'm very happy that you get to ask this. This is so deep for me.
Wow.
Like, I would have decided in the beginning, 2017, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting into the industry. Let me go to Nesim, let me go to whoever, and they'll just give me a beat, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll just hope on it. Beraga paka
But you didn't choose the easy route.
You get my point, but it doesn't work like that if you're trying to do the kind of art that we are trying to make. If you're trying to make a difference, right? Because think about it. Radio, Mose did it. Okay, Radio and Weasel did it.
Yeah.
Chameleon did it. Bobby Wine did it. Bebe Cole did Juliana and the likes, right? They all did it. But now what more am I going to bring to the table if I'm coming with the same take? Right? You remember earlier on we were talking about band musicians.
Yeah.
Right? It's not necessarily band. Like everyone, a Ugandan will see with a guitar or they have backline behind them and they have like, you know, vocal. They're like band of a band. You get my point?
Yeah, I get it. But
that's not it. These are all different genres and they have names. All right? So how are you going to change the narrative if you're also just going through the same pattern, same blueprint? Go to studio, produce and per beat, right? Nothing will change. So to change the thing, it has to start with someone. And some of us might end up being like the sacrificial lambs, right? But at the end of the day, it helps our industry.
Grow.
It helps our industry grow because someone has to start it. Look at someone like Burna Boy, right? Who did he learn from?
Burna,
Yeah.
also Wizkid.
No, not Wizkid.
Oh, as if there's a guy by the name, I've forgotten the name. Samo Dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name. Recently, I was even making my research. They say like most of Burna Boy's music sounds like that guy's music.
Exactly. But if you track back on how or what his success was like, or how much he reaped from what the foundation he laid, not as much as Burna Boy has reaped.
Definitely.
Because someone has to study it, right?
Yeah.
And the things that we are doing now, they will be remembered.
Definitely.
Let it be on record that it will be remembered that so and so started it.
Yes.
When I look at people like Joshua is a living legend.
Alright.
I know people will not agree when I say it, but Joshua is a living legend, right? People like myself, people like Expect Zavi, people like Maurice Kilia, people like Andrea Baguma, people like there's so many. The list is endless, right? But these are all people who are trying to change the narrative,
the sound,
trying to change the sound, trying to shape Ugandan sound, right? And trying to contribute to the conversation in a much more better way. And to get to a place where you can be able to do this, you have to put in the time.
Definitely.
And that's why I didn't hop right into studio. Yeah. I remember there was a time I practiced because my brother went to music school.
Oh.
Yeah. And every time he would come back from school, I'd be like, bro, first come and teach me something. So he gave me a foundation for about 6 months, right? Because for me, I had studied visual arts, industrial art. But now I needed knowledge. Proper knowledge.
From the other side.
Give me a foundation for about 6 months. I'm like, okay, I can take it on from here. I didn't go to school for music, but I went to school.
Wow.
Not for just those 6 months. I got books. I read. Music notation. I read. Taught myself how to play better my guitar, how many more voicings can I have on my guitar, right? In the chords that I'm using. How do I get more dynamics? And that's why unfortunately today I couldn't carry my instrument, right? But every time I'm playing the instrument, it's not like I'm the best guitarist in the world. But you'll feel something.
Definitely.
And every time I'm going somewhere, people be like, could you please carry your instrument? I'm like, nah, I don't like to carry the instrument.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So I remember practicing for about 5 hours because you have to put in time.
Yeah.
To 5 hours a day. Stepped it up to 8. Stepped it up to 12 hours a day. I reached a point when I was practicing 18 hours a day.
The guitar?
No cap.
Wow.
No cap at all. 18 hours a day. Practicing guitar and practicing vocals. Teaching myself how to sing. So when someone comes to me and they're like, but you guys are privileged, you had them, I mean, you probably
had it easy.
You had it easy. What do you mean?
They don't know that
you can be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
Right? You should be the change.
Definitely.
Not can only, but you should be the change that you want to see. Along the way, everything that I've achieved on my journey has come because I've put in the work first. Yeah. People want to support something that is moving.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
And I would say that along the way, let me say this straight in the camera. Along the way, after me putting all these 18 hours and posting myself, singing funny, if you look back at how I was singing, oh my God, I was very horrible with my guitar. Yes.
I can't accept that anyway.
I'm telling you the truth. But I've reached a point, and I used to post myself on Facebook. Then I landed on a voice coach, Sally Rivers. Shout out to you, Sally Rivers. She's in the UK. She's Ed Sheeran's former voice coach.
Ed Sheeran?
Yes, please.
Wow.
Yeah, so because of how passionate she saw that this kid was, she wanted to share more knowledge with me.
Yeah.
So she took me through for about 6 months, free of charge.
Voice coaching you.
Yes,
Wow.
6 months. It was online, but it helped a lot. Those 6 months were life-changing because there's so much that you get to know away from just the singing, like you learn, how am I supposed to record vocals in studio? How am I supposed to sing in studio? And how am I supposed to sing live?
Oh.
Those are two different things. That's why you come across a very good artist, very good recording artist, and they call him a studio artist. Because when they go live, oh my God,
terrible.
Horrible.
Do you feel like that message needs to be passed on like frequently for those musicians? Because they could be good like you just said, but they can't do live.
No, and I don't even blame them because they haven't been exposed to what I've been exposed to.
Definitely.
But also, where I will implore them is be deliberate.
Do research.
Like I was. Be deliberate. Be more hungry. Don't just look at it as once I hit the Ugandan scene, I'm done.
Yeah.
Music, we live in a global market. It's a global village.
It's evolving.
Right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, just this morning, I got a message from a DJ on my TikTok. And he was saying, my music is going crazy, especially in Ndulu, is going crazy in Canada.
Wow.
Right? But I'm not even there. I didn't even take the song there.
Yeah.
Right? Why? I would like to think that there's elements that I've incorporated in my music that have gotten these people to actually buy into the craft.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah. Because I have the mindset that it's a global language, right? A universal language. I mean, if I'm to look at Uganda, it will be like a Kampala in Uganda.
Definitely.
On the globe. Are you getting my point?
I'm getting it.
It's like Kampala will be very small if you're looking at the East African map.
Yeah.
So that's how Uganda is. If you look at it on the
globe.
Yeah, on the world map. So let's look at it like that. Why should I be contented?
People should be more
selling, be more hungry, right? Yeah. I know it's not easy.
It's not easy.
And that's why you said, I mean, how easy has it been for me? Why is it that we are just showing up now?
You know?
And people are always like, one of the most common comments on my trending videos is, where have you been? I've been around, but I've been putting in the necessary work
to get.
Because let's face it, right? And I wouldn't even blame anyone. Like the system also, the curriculum. You look at kids in the UK, kids in Canada, kids in let's say SA or Nigeria. I mean, I feel like Nigeria has also started this from the get-go. When you maybe say still in primary or like still at a young age, tender age, they're teaching kids music, right? But now, here you are 20 or let's say 25, and you're getting into the music industry. You don't have enough time to learn the instrument. You don't have enough time to expose yourself.
And you're getting old.
You've gotten old. You have responsibilities, right? So also it goes back to the curriculum, the system, right? Let's set things straight from the get-go, right? You go to the USA, a kid who is about 5 years already knows something about how to make music. And the fans themselves, they know details about. You're not going to lie to them about anything.
You're not.
Right?
You might get to a fan in the UK, they can even get in that studio and mix a song.
And mix a song for you. So you're not going to come with your junk and be like, I made nice music.
Because I think some guys don't even know the genres they're doing.
Yeah. So if you're going to compete on that level, you have to put in the 18 hours that I was talking about.
Definitely.
Right now, I no longer put in 18 hours. I will not lie to you. But I still put in the 12 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
At that level you at?
Yes.
Still putting in that work. I think you're showing the hunger.
Yes, please. Because I feel like when I look at the people that I'm trying to, where I want to be, the people who are where I want to be, these guys are going so hard. Like imagine Chris Brown is still going hard right now. So who am I?
They just even promise an album.
Who am I? How many songs has he released?
Hit songs.
And he's still hungry.
Wow.
He just had the show that's had the most people in the history of time.
Wow.
But he's still hungry.
Very.
Who am I?
He's talking about an album.
Yes.
You might even think he has never released.
Right.
Good album,
Look at Cristiano Ronaldo.
Very hungry.
Still very hungry.
Yeah.
I have done nothing.
He's still going for those 1,000 goals.
Yes.
Like he has never scored a goal.
Trust me.
Wow.
So I've done nothing.
Okay. On your recent interviews, you talked about how you became rebellious to your parents. Because you said you had never been rebellious. You had never listened to them.
Yeah.
So, because talking about a Muslim, Muslim background, then choosing music, because I'm also Muslim.
Yeah.
And I just remember that time, it's really hard to play music at home. How do you even start playing music?
Yeah.
Because you've been taken to a Muslim school,
Yeah.
your dad is a Muslim, then you come back home. It's like you go to home and school and it's like the same place.
Yeah, man.
Because Muslim schools, you don't even know what happens. No donkey.
Yeah.
They are not entertaining any music at any time.
Yeah.
So Jiran, how do you choose music and how was it easy for you to convince your parents that you're doing music?
It's not been easy, honestly. It's not been easy. It's taken a lot of time, and I would say even right now, I still don't know what my dad thinks of me doing music.
Wow.
Yeah? It's not been easy. It's not easy to convince our parents that some of us are designed to do this. Right? Not everyone was designed to lay bricks.
So Chaco.
Not everyone is designed to be a businessman. Not everyone is designed to be a doctor, right? I remember being a very smart kid, but I still didn't end up being a doctor. I didn't see by Form 2, I knew that I was going to do visual arts at campus.
The vision. You already had the vision.
I already knew.
Wow.
And my parents were supportive of that because they could see that I have it in me.
Yeah.
So then why are you not supportive when it comes to the music?
Honestly, I feel like there are some professions in Africa that have been, people are biased about.
Yeah,
so
man.
saying I want to be a DJ, like I want to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
It's like they don't see them as profession. Just like how Bassett came here and said, like, whenever he goes out and he's like, he's telling people, I'm a dancer. People, you're a dancer. It's like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean you dance?
Do you dance?
Yeah. But honestly, I feel, it's hard convincing our parents after those 20 years or 10 years of studying that I want to become an artist. I want to do dancing professionally. I feel like that's why we should have these conversations.
Yes.
Maybe we can change.
Yeah.
By the time we shall be parents, you will be a parent, at least we shall have that wisdom.
Yep.
It's like someone can be a dancer, they can earn, they can have a future.
Yeah.
So our parents didn't have that chance. But just like you said, you want to
be the change that
you want to be the change. So that's why we have these conversations. So that if it reaches to a person that it helps, let it share it, repost,
share it, for sure.
It might help someone out there.
I would say that right now, I would even say that even some of my siblings did not buy into it.
The music.
Yes.
So it's been difficult selling it to them.
Like it's been difficult, but it's also been not taxing. Why? Because I know that first of all, it's not a must for them to buy into me.
Yeah.
The other thing, the Baganda have a saying that goes, "Owakabita ganja mubabe."
Right.
Owakabita ganja mubabe means
they take you normal.
Even if you're a genius, your own people might take time to buy into you.
To
Look
accept.
at, Jesus, right?
Mm.
The very people who he grew up with,
The circle.
yeah, the circle did not buy. They were like, who?
Who are you?
What do you mean?
What?
That guy?
No.
No. Lies, right? And then up until after some time, as you get to share your calling with the universe, the thing that find your purpose, right?
Yeah.
And then as people get onto the wagon, as people buy into what you're doing more, even now the people, ababo, they will start to see, they'll start to believe more, right?
Definitely.
And it's don't hold them accountable because they haven't supported you.
Yeah.
The truth, the bitter truth. Let me look in the camera. The bitter truth is when you are coming in this world, you came alone. And you go alone. So if you have entitlement, it's going to even chase away people more. Don't be entitled. But just hope. Just keep on doing. Just have the belief in yourself. Just know that as long as you know that this is your calling and you feel it within you, just follow your path gracefully. The people, and the funny thing is, the more you follow your path, strangers will believe in you more.
You took it out of my mouth. Let me tell you this. When I started this podcast, let me tell you this. Do you know liking a video in your TikTok?
Yeah.
People are not requested. Okay, TikTok doesn't tell people that if you like this, you have to pay. But let me tell you, strangers will like your craft more than the people that you know. They will even repost.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. May I got a brother that I never had, that has been very, very supportive.
Yes.
Ever since I started this.
Yeah.
Bonnie is a podcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a podcaster. He does the Grand Up Boy Show. But wow, I've never had a person. He wasn't even in contact in my phone.
Yeah.
This guy just saw my content. He liked it.
Yeah.
I liked what he does. And he has always been calling me, giving me advice. But wow, I never knew Bonnie. But I had friends, and they have never shared they have never even done what Bonnie has done for me.
Trust me. So at the end of the day, the people who see your value will come to you. They will come to you and they'll keep on adding more value to you. Right? So instead of focusing on the ones that are saying, Neda, no, please, you're not supposed to be like this. How can you in our family? What? in your family? Okay. I will start mine.
Yeah.
I will start my own clan that will follow me.
Definitely.
I will be the change that I need to see. Yeah, man.
And wow.
Yeah.
Because I just imagine if you had, listened to the people and never did the music.
Yeah.
Because you're really doing so well.
Thank you so much.
You're the people that are really changing the sound. That's why I feel like the division should even stop.
Yes.
This saying of urban music. No, let it be music.
Yeah.
Because it's like every time they talk about urban music, it goes back to the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
But honestly, the urban music is a sound. It's
a sound.
And it's the sound.
And there's even like away from, and I'm glad, I'm sorry to cut you short. Like I've been in like so many circles trying to understand the business, right? And there's a thing of Gen Zs, right?
They love
which we have Gen Zs from the ghetto also.
Yeah.
And we also have Gen Zs from the middle. And then we also have those ones who are like really, really uptown, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we are all Ugandans.
Proper.
Right? And that's the thing that I feel has also endangered the Ugandan music industry a lot.
That's what I was saying. The division.
Yeah. Right? You come and they'll be like, but
they're so urban.
That's a central. I saw a comment somewhere on one of my posts. I didn't know central artists could speak this good English. Right?
Wow.
So, and that was coming from somewhere in the north. Yeah? And I'm not even saying that person is bad or they meant any harm. But psychologically or subconsciously, you can see that there's that division.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And how do you expect the sound to grow or even hit other countries?
Yeah, man.
If we're still divided here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's been a thing from the get-go when you look at how many cultures that we have in Uganda, right? Someone is saying, give me a Ugandan sound, right? My first EP, Paint a Picture, was, should I say 90% Luganda and 10% English, right? And for me, the goal on there was to add to the conversation of how do we come up with a Ugandan sound? The thing I did on there wasn't like the prime thing or like the blueprint or the standard, but I was just trying to say, hey guys, this is one of the ways. Funny enough, how like I don't remember getting more than 200 people hopping onto the craft on my Spotify. 200 followers. That's what I got, right? But it was what? Luganda. Right? So, and when you go back and listen to the songs now, some people, when they learn on the music, be like, what? What is this? You get my point?
I know.
And for me now, the thing is, what do you mean for me to come up with something that is rooted or has a Ugandan stamp on it? It has to be Luganda or has to be Runyankole or has to be Lugbar or has to be Acholi.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Things have to change.
Why do we study English?
First of all, English is the official language of this country.
Yeah.
So by the time you tell me you want me to sing in Luganda, you remember that or have that at the back of your mind.
Yeah.
So English is also in the picture.
Yeah.
So I can sing in Luganda, English, any other language.
Just step out, you go and say hi or how are you to a border guy. He will respond properly.
I feel there is okay, we are many people in the community, but there are people that are biased.
Yeah.
You know, I've also faced that. There's a time you go to a shop, you tell a person, you know what, hey, good morning. Simanyi Luzungu. Sigame titumanyi Luzungu, but that's me. That's how I express myself on a daily. So if you tell me Simanyi Luzungu, what are you trying to say? It's like you're already showing the division or something, but man, English is a language.
And like if we don't, because I mean, okay, let's say, for lack of a better language to call the national language, let's say, okay, arguably, it could be Kiswahili. How many kids have been taught Kiswahili? Versus how many have been taught English?
Yeah.
On canes. On canes. Properly. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then, so how do you expect? Why should I invest 20 years of my studying and a lot of money in something that I'm not going to use?
For what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, definitely?
Yeah?
Then someone wants you to make music in Uganda.
There has to be a mindset shift. No, if I've made music in Uganda, that's fine. But if I've also made music in English,
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right? Because let's face it, how many Eddie Kenzos do we have in Uganda? Because someone will come and say, we have Eddie Kenzo. He was singing in Uganda and he broke into the international scene. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but
how many Eddie Kenzos do we have? I can list so many Joshua Barakas, by the way.
Very many. And and more coming.
Yeah.
More coming.
I can list, even before Joshua Baraka, I can list people like Navio.
Apas.
Right? I can list Apas. I can list Bebe Cool himself, the days he used to work with the East African Radio Bashment crew, right? I can list Juliana as well. They all did cross East Africa. They might not have, but I mean, they were playing on MTV, right? But what were the songs that were playing at that time? Blue 3, right? What were the songs that were playing at that time?
Wow.
Were they Luganda?
The narrative has to change.
You get my point? Blue 3 had proper crossed. But was it Luganda? Bebe Cool, when he crossed East Africa, it either had to be Kiswahili or English. Not the Luganda, right? So the thing here is that we need to understand is if you make something with a language that more people relate to, it stands a higher chance. It's not that we are being brainwashed. But we're looking now at the business side of
bigger picture.
not just Masaka, not just Mpigi,
That's like you
or
say,
Luwero.
if you look at the map of Uganda or Kampala,
Yes,
on the globe,
yeah,
it's very small.
So why should I just look at me you know, doing a tour in Masaka, and then maybe when I go to the north, some people will be like, but for us, we don't know that artist. Us, maybe we know Chameleon because he has stood for long.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they don't know an artist. I know that now that Vinka has been in the game for enough time,
she's known.
Someone like Azawi, someone like
Figfamaker.
Yeah, someone like Figfamaker, but you'll find you go up there and they don't know maybe someone like Liam Voice.
Proper.
You get my point?
Yeah.
But not because he's not a good artist. He's very amazing. Right? You go up there and then they don't know some, and you'll be surprised that they probably know an artist like me who is not known here.
Proper.
Right?
Yeah.
But why do they know me? Because I sang what they understand. Right? So the narrative has to change. Like how many billions of people do we have in the universe?
My God.
Out of the billions, what percentage does Uganda make on that entire percentage? Let's say we are, I don't know the number, let's say 7 billion, all right? Or 10 or 12.
Wow.
What's the percentage? Because Uganda is like 48 million, or let's say 50. Million.
If you look at
it's not even half. It's not a 16th.
Wow.
You get my point.
Yeah.
So narrative has to change. Mindset has to change. If we are, it's not about just weigh and see what are your options.
Yeah.
Right? And then how can you sell it? Not because we can't sing the Luganda. I mean, I have the viral song, which is Luganda. Ndulu.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we have to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the way you answer the question, David.
Thank you.
And I feel, I pray this episode reaches out to those people and they pick something out of this. Because honestly, if we stop the division, if people start thinking outside the box, the music is going to get there. Honestly, if you feel comfortable, and the Nakaimba Kankata Ambraku street, we're going to come on the street. It has to change.
Yeah.
Don't you want your song being nominated somewhere?
Yeah.
Forget these other words here. Because here we have to appreciate you. You are our own.
And I really want to also commend the fans now, because people have always been saying, oh, fans don't want to listen to that stuff, they don't like that stuff. But now the thing that is happening, the fans themselves are demanding. They're like, please give us proper music. We are tired of this. And that's why you see when someone comes up, the other time I was seeing Rules, right? Rules got a Grammy. And people were happy. People were like, oh,
he was
Uganda?
Yeah.
I know there's some people who will be like, you Waitamkamoli, what? But there's still people who are really genuinely happy about it. And those are the majority. It's going to be the ones who are looking for clout. Those are the minority, right? So people really want the thing. And you go to Joshua Baraka's comment section. Right now, Morocco is trending. Or go to wrong places. It trended crazy. Go to his comment section. You see the Montua Wansi comments. So many. And you see fewer comments from the so-called, should I say, exposed people? Or urban, or...
They are not appreciative.
You get? I mean, they are appreciative. They are the same people listening, let's say, on Apple Music, and that's how they support, right? But the thing I'm trying to say here is the Montua Wansi is also ready to receive. Just make good work. It's not about it's not about the art you made. It's about how you make it. And that's why I said I had to first study music. It's about how you make it. Sometimes you sit in a saloon, right? Because me, I've come from, some people will tell you, I've planned myself.
No one has planned.
I've planned myself properly. I haven't had support from Sijui, at this one is paying for me to go and get lessons, what? No. Everything myself, right?
Didn't get it easy.
But the thing is, the point I'm trying to make here is people will buy into something if you did it right. You go and sit in a saloon or sit on a guy's board and this guy is listening to Enrique, sorry. He's listening to Hero. I can be your hero, baby.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is this? You go to a salon or maybe you're passing and people are listening to Adele. You're like, but you guys are saying people don't listen to this stuff. This is Muntu Awasi listening to Adele.
Yeah, you go to a market
on
and
repeat.
people are playing some hard jam. Like,
You get my point, right? And put up a show and say Enrique is coming. You'll fill up the space. So what do you mean people don't listen to this guy? And maybe the reason also some of them will not come to
your concert
to Serena if you put him at Serena because he's extremely expensive. You're going to probably charge 200K or 150 and they can't afford that. But you say you're putting it at 50K.
They are coming.
You will see.
Yeah.
And you put it in Lugogo.
They are coming.
Even if they are broke, they will say.
They'll come. And better Ugandans are really appreciative.
Yeah.
Because for all the Nigerians that have come here, so long as the concert is not expensive, they are definitely filling up those places.
And Nigerians have gotten Masanyalaze from Uganda.
So much love. That's why I think every time those guys are being organized here or brought here, they come knowing, you know what, we are loved here.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
So Ugandans really love and I commend Ugandans. And I don't like to use the fans, but I would say I commend the Ugandan listeners for loving nice stuff. Yeah. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody listening to Ugandan music.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I also love the fact that radio stations are now changing the narrative. You know, back then, you know, they used not to say urban music, so urban what. But nowadays, I love like radio stations like NRG. It's like you go there and like they're giving chance to these new people. Get chance to listen to these new people, you know, because they're doing something great.
Shout out NRG. NRG is one of the radios that have played my music the most. Yeah.
I wouldn't say no. Wow. Jiran, our next segment.
Yes, please.
But you really shared so much wisdom. I don't even think.
I mean, there's more to share if you have. I don't know if you have a day.
Wow. I think you would let it be advice to your fellow artists or the ones coming up. What's that advice you'd give to a young artist coming up?
First, don't be entitled. Don't think that someone is going to come and run to your rescue. Right? The best way to ask for someone to come and run to your rescue is by doing it yourself. DIY. Right? Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
And as you do it, things will naturally fall in place. Right? I like to be very genuine, right? How did I get on today's podcast? Right? Like, I do something, and then you yourself, you're doing something that's really amazing, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I feel like if we collaborated with this artist, we would come up with something really amazing. Maybe people would benefit from it, right? But if you don't have anything that you're bringing to the table, right? Be it a relationship. Let it be a relationship. Let it be
balanced.
In whichever relationship, if you're not bringing anything to the table, please. And you can't blame anyone for showing you the exit, for showing you the door.
Yeah.
Because you didn't bring anything to the table. Please, what are you walking in with?
Let that be some advice. Valentine's is on the way.
Yeah.
I
mean, for Valentine's, that's a whole different story. But since Valentine's is on the way, I would honestly say that for that, people have misconstrued or misunderstood the concept of Valentine's. Yeah. So you find someone is like, man, like me, my man did not give me. Your man did not give you. Did you give him? Did you give him?
Yeah.
And also, sometimes it might come on the day, let's say it's 14th, right? It's just a day that people put up.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a day that people put up, but the truth is, it might find me, I'm broke. Yeah? But it doesn't mean that somewhere in Jan, I didn't take you out.
Proper.
right? It doesn't mean that somewhere in March I can't take you out at my own pace. Because that's a day that someone put up. Please, don't forget speed. So let's just be a bit considerate. Let's remember that it's just a day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But back to the coming artists' advice for don't do it yourself, and then people will follow. If you want to get on a record label, if you want to get a recording deal, first push yourself. Record labels now are looking for people they're looking more for drive rather than talent. The talent comes second. You know, we all know an artist who got on one of the biggest labels in the country here. And by the time she got on, it's not because she was the most talented, right? But because she has the drive.
Yeah.
And now when she sings, you'll be like, oh, wow, she actually sings properly because she has the drive. She has what it takes to stand, to be, to shrug off the pressures of the industry.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So just come knowing that however good you are, if you don't have the drive,
It won't work.
It won't work. The drive, the discipline, the know what you want, set a vision, right? And know that this is what I'm selling. Yeah. How do I want to stand out from the rest and follow that? Yeah. There's going to be days when you don't have anything to eat. There's going to be days when you don't have transport back home. You don't have transport to go to a gig, which is not even going to pay you, but you really need that exposure.
Yeah, you need to.
Right?
Yeah.
That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Playing gigs for exposure, how long do you play them, right? But I've been in a place where I've had to play on the streets for boda guys, saloon ladies, like randomly with my first guitar because I'm trying to go back home, right? And the previous night I'd gone for a free gig because I needed to learn how do I perform live, right? How do I perform live? How do I engage a crowd when I'm performing, right? If I don't have a guitar and now it's just the mic, how do I engage them also, right? Like this is how I learned some of these things. I didn't go to school. This is the school that I went to, right? And then I don't have transport to go back home. I'm going to go and tell people, Toba, please. I would tell people, guys, you know what? I'm a singer and my name is Jiran. That time I was calling myself Jiran. My name is Jiran and I sing a song. I sing covers and a song, I will sing you a song for 1,000. So if you have 1K, I can start immediately. So sometimes some people will tell you, oh, sorry, today we don't have. And then you go to another one.
Hey.
Be like, okay, sing for us. And then if you sing well, they'll be like, hey, we have another one. Do you know the song?
You have another one.
So it's work hard.
Yeah.
Right? Work hard. Be disciplined. Focus. Know your goal. At the end of the day, there's going to be those times.
Yeah.
But after those times, there's also going to be these times.
Definitely. Yeah. Tell them. Wow.
Yeah.
No what I would advise anyone, a creative man, just keep pushing.
Yeah.
And don't expect that you're going to get rich all of a sudden. Man, someone might see me on this podcast or somewhere. They might also see Jiran here.
Yeah, man.
We have all put in the work.
Yeah, man.
You know, we don't even, honestly, I don't get anything from this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it for the people. I'm giving back because I feel like advice shared here can really help many people out there.
Like some of the things that I've said here today, I repeat, it will take someone about 5 years to accept that what I have actually told them is the thing that is supposed to save them those 5 years. So the wise one, take the advice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow, and I'm really happy you shared a lot.
Yeah.
Our next segment is a letter to the young Jiran SEYN. That boy that was there, he didn't know that was going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he knew he was a star.
He knew. By the way, he knew. Because by the time he had that nickname, Mr. Ango.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
He knew he was a star. He knew he was a dancer. He had a lot of... the letter... If I would write a letter to the young Jiran SEYN, I would say, first, well done, bro.
Kudos.
Because I have no regrets whatsoever. How I lived my life, I enjoyed. And now it's time to focus. Yeah. It's time to leave a legacy, right? So I'm grateful to that guy for eating life. He ate and left no bones, right? Yeah. I would also say that the younger Jiran SEYN, if I would go back in time, then I would also say that don't focus on the negative energy. Don't listen. Be a bit more rebellious. I know I'm rebellious, but be a bit more rebellious. Right? Don't be rebellious in the sense of Chewagula, you don't listen to your parents. Because for me, the only time I didn't listen to my parents was
about the music.
About me doing music. Yeah. But I'm a very filial son, right? Do this, I will do. I'm a simp when it comes to my parents. Please, don't get me wrong, right? But when it comes to your passion, when it comes to something that recharges you, recharges your energy, because you cannot give what you don't have, right? If it comes to something like that, then be a bit more rebellious, little Jiran SEYN.
Wow. I know he's proud.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I would say to him.
Wow. Yeah. And for the next segment, here, I always beg the people not to judge. We just have to listen. Even Adam's here doesn't have to judge. We don't judge.
Yeah.
One listen, man, not judge moment from.
I see Adam's judging, but it's okay. I'm also judging him. Yeah.
So Jiran SEYN, one listen, but not judge moment from you.
Listen, but don't judge.
Yeah.
Listen, but don't judge. What would that be? Wow.
Tricky.
I mean, listen, but don't judge moment will be still, because everything of mine revolves around, I have a triangle in my mind. Music, how I create it, and who I'm selling it to, right? So everything of mine revolves around the art, right? So one listen but don't judge moment would definitely be, I see a lot of creatives sometimes, and I'd admire them, right? And I would want to be where they are, or even beyond where they are, right? And it's good to admire, right? Because it gives you the energy to work hard. It gives you the energy to appreciate others in a good way, right? So, yeah, I admire a lot. I admire a lot. Be it, if I see you with a nice shoe, I will admire it and be like, okay, so how do I get it? How do I get this shoe? I need it. So, yeah, that's my listen but don't judge moment.
Wow, and I've loved it. You know, but it doesn't have to be something so embarrassing. You know, people might think when I say listen but not judge, it has to be a very funny one.
It has to be very funny.
It can't even be
What is yours?
Mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Putting you on the spot here.
Okay, but okay, most people, I'm a person that really appreciates people that look good. Yeah. And I think most people judge me when I'm like, you know what, you look good. Yeah. Only when I tell it to the females, like, you look good. Yeah. They even think like...
They think you have a moat, and oh my God, you have a whole day for that conversation.
You see? So I think that would be mine.
Yeah, please don't misunderstand us. Sometimes we're just complimenting.
You know?
Sometimes our minds are very focused on like, I have a podcast, and then for you, you're thinking this guy is taking interest. I'm just complimenting you.
And by the way, thank you for asking that. Because, you know, it's been something that happens to me. I will see you looking good. I'm like, you really look good. Yeah. Wow. Lastly,
man.
Jiran, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me, man.
Man.
I feel like I don't want to leave, but every good thing comes to an end.
For every person I've hosted, even if I haven't hosted you, man.
Yeah.
This is our place because it's Wawulidde. It's our podcast, definitely.
Yeah.
And those are the words we shared when we were starting this podcast.
Yeah, man.
We wanted to give everyone a chance, Come share that story. I know it will help me. But that story is helping me because ever since I started sharing with people, all people coming here and sharing with me, I felt motivated because I've been seeing people on TV and I'm like, these people also have these stories. They also went through those bad days.
Get.
Saying it.
Everyone has had their moments.
I feel like this has really helped me before even it goes out to the people. And I'm really happy that you guys accept and come here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Lastly, you can tell the people how they can get the music.
Yeah.
How can they get Ndulu? Because some of us have been singing. People, make those challenges. Keep streaming the music.
I remember you were asking me about, before I get to that, you were asking me about how I wrote Ndulu.
Yeah.
And Ndulu for me was really, half of it is fictional and half of it is I was thinking about some events that were a bit real.
Wow.
Or stuff that I went through in my personal life. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it really, really is a song that comes from a place of, I needed to write something that's going to speak to someone's soul, awaken love in someone, right?
Yeah.
And me, when I see people relating to it so much now, and some people be like, someone was telling me, man, I need you at my wedding. I need you to come and sing for me this song at my proposal. Or I got me and my girlfriend had broken up, but now we are back because I sent the person this song.
And you remember, I was also asking for that video in the deal. Yeah.
So it has that impact. And again, the purpose for me in the music is to treat, because music is a therapy, right? So how do I serve? How do I give back to the people and also be able to serve Allah, right? Because I'm a believer. So if I can serve his people through the gift that he gave me, then I'm still serving him, right? Yeah, man. So how you get my music?
Yeah.
Jiran SEYN. Jiran is Jiran. SEYN is SEYN. Everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, Audiomack, Boomplay. So many people have been asking me about downloads. Please go and download the music on Boomplay or Audiomack for the ones that want downloads. It's not yet on these other sites that you really want to have or you're used to having the music on. But plus, it helps support art.
Yeah.
Right? And it supports us. Because we put in a lot. So when you guys go to these platforms and adopt, it helps a lot. It builds the entire industry. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to tell them more.
Yes, please.
Go stream the music, show more love to the people, because the creatives really put in a lot of time.
Yeah.
People busy living, creatives are out there.
Yeah.
Cooking.
Yeah, man.
So this is the least you can do. Thank you for watching. If you've been watching, leave a like, leave a comment, because it could really help me. You could even tell me, you know what, I want to be on the podcast. So thank you for following. Thank you for watching. It's been Awali Ahmed, aka Easy Money Sniper, and it's been Jiran SEYN in the building. Go show him some love. Follow him everywhere.
Man.
That's Jiran SEYN. Till next time, hope Wawulidde, hope you had. We out.
Peace and love.
Yeah.